The kids are all right, but they're not present for their grandfather's party. Here's why William and Kate's children were absent at the Scotland Coronation for King Charles. King Charles III is having a second coronation celebration. This one is in Scotland, and while it may not be quite as grand or elaborate as the London ceremony, it's definitely quite the event. William, Prince of Wales, and Catherine, Princess of Wales, called the Duke and Duchess of Rothesay when they're in Scotland, are in attendance, but they left their 3 kids behind for a very practical reason. Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis are all still in school, so rather than pulling them out for the event, the 3 of them stayed home. The 3 kids are all enrolled at Lambrook School, less than 10 miles from their home at Adelaide Cottage, which has a summer term that runs through July 8th. So it's not any slight against the Scottish event for the Wales children not to attend. It comes down to timing. The London Coronation was on a Saturday, which all 3 kids went to, and this one is in the middle of the last week of the term. It makes sense for William and Kate to leave their 3 young kids at home for the coronation celebration in Scotland, but royal fans are sure to miss seeing the 3 little ones. They were on their best behavior at the coronation in London, though Prince Louis did let out a couple of yawns during the ceremony. Prince George was one of the 4 pages of honor for his grandfather at the coronation. He wore a red uniform as he helped to carry the heavy robes of King Charles. Princess Charlotte and Louis were also dressed impeccably for the event. Charlotte matched with her mom in an Alexander McQueen dress, embroidered cape, and silver flower headpiece. Louis was in a tunic and trousers by Deege and Skinner, one of the oldest tailors in London's famous Savile Row. It's not just what the young princes and princess wear to the events that delight the crowds. The youngest sibling stole the show at the 2023 Trooping the Colour, much like he had the year before. It's also totally on brand for Kate to keep her young kids in school versus attending a royal event like the Scottish Coronation celebration. She has worked to prioritize her family and reportedly wants to give them as normal an upbringing as possible. Tom Quinn, a royal author, explained to the Daily Beast, "Royal child rearing hasn't changed much in 650 years. Basically, they get someone else to do it for them and try to make their children grow up and mature as quickly as possible, while seeing very little of them." But Kate is definitely flipping the script. Both she and William drop the kids off and pick them up at school when they can, and the children all have house chores.
The relationships in a family or that's surrounding a child is so important.
Though there are some hints that there may be one royal tradition that Kate is on board with, eventually sending the kids to boarding school. Prince George visited Eton College with his father and mother in June 2022, the same boarding school Prince William and Prince Harry attended. Students can register at Eton College until June 30th of the year they turn 10, and George's 10th birthday is July 22nd, 2023, so presumably a decision has already been made on whether he will follow in his father's footsteps. Lambrook School also has a boarding option, but all 3 Wales kids are day pupils there, helping ensure lots of time with mom and dad like many a non-royal family.